Hello and welcome to another show of Beyond Loss, Loving Life with Karen Chaston. I'm Karen Chaston and welcome. Please comment in the comments where you're from. Love to know where you're from. But more importantly, I've got some really exciting news, which I am very, very excited about. So as I said, put your name in the comments. Hi, Shy. Great to see you there. Here, I should say, not there, here. Let me know. Hi, Kaylee from Victoria. Right, I've got some hi, Narendera. Where's the hell's that? Hi, Kels. Nice to see you here. Now, I've got some exciting news. I'm not sure if you've been on my show before, but normally I go for an hour. But now I'm going to go for 35 minutes twice a week. So Mondays and Thursdays at this time, so wherever you are in the world at this time, I am going to do 30-minute shows instead of a 1 hour show a week. So 2 30-minute shows, which I'm really excited about because most of you, if you've seen me before, I help people to move beyond any kind of loss and create their better everyday life. And there's over 40 different kinds of loss events that we all will experience, probably not all of them, but we all will experience multiple major losses throughout our lives. And the funny thing is that most of us don't know what to do. We get stuck in the suffering in silence. We get stuck in the people not understanding how we're feeling. And it really can be so debilitating for all of our life, every single areas of our lives. So us mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, our relationships, our work, our finances, so many things suffer when we don't really know how to move beyond loss. Now, for all of these people who are saying, help please, yes please, what are you asking for? Because I do not do readings. As I said, I help people to move beyond any kind of loss. And I do this through assisting you to deep dive into you. So if that's not what you're looking for, I will not be offended if you decide not to hang out for the next 30 minutes. It's exciting to say 30 minutes because 30 minutes is ideal. It really is great. And 3 is the energy of balance. 1 is masculine, 2 is feminine, and 3 is the balance between your masculine and your feminine. And that's what I truly believe is happening in this world at the moment is we're all starting to come to more love. We're all starting to come to not only knowing who we are and balancing our life, but also in allowing people to be who they are. I know there's a lot of chaos going in at the moment, but in order to create that tranquility, we require loss in my life. Okay, Timothy, great to see you here. And from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Whenever I think of here, Milwaukee, I always think of Laverne and Shirley and shows like that because obviously it was set in that area. And that sort of like brought it all to Australia. So great to see you here, Timothy. I can assist you. 11:01 p.m. Is there something in the air? Yeah, totally. Don't you just love the 11? Loss definitely is a subject in my life. I'm codependent and need to leave this relationship. Oh, Timothy, I really highly recommend that we have a conversation. Obviously not Timothy. Sorry, Tiasha. Sorry, I misread your name. I apologize. Tiasha, I'd love to. Where are you? Here's my email address for everyone. If you would like to have a, 10, 15 minute call with me via Zoom, reach out. Don't want my time. If we set a time, please make sure that you actually do rock up. Nothing worse than I hang around waiting and then you don't even rock up. Okay, so let's get started. So today we're going to deep dive into loss, but how one of the great ways that you can actually move beyond to start to get you up. So I'm going to go through a little bit of a learning phase there. As always, I have drawn a card from these beautiful Channeled Spiritual Guidance card by Marcia Quinton. Highly recommend them. And today we drew number 25, the Book of Life. Now, isn't that funny? That has green in it. So with my green screen, all of that book is green. And green is obviously the color of the heart chakra. So it's all about love, and it's all about you coming to love within your life. So let me read this, and then we will very quickly get onto it. First time working on this. Good on you, Tiasha. The Book of Life. Your new journey is unfolding. Today you have opened the book of your life, and it weaves its magic around you. Look and see what your book is offering. Glimpse within the pages. It will illuminate the path more clearly, giving you the key to grasp in your hand. This book will flood your mind with inspiration and show you all the benefits of your journey. All things are within your field of awareness. Hold on tight as abundance flows to you. Awesome. This book of life reveals many doorways that lead you on other paths. It guides you like a roadmap with clarity and understanding that with this book, you will never be lost. Isn't that amazing? And that's exactly what I feel most of us require at this time. A book to assist us so that we are not lost. So let's now start. If any questions, write them in. And of course, I will answer them as we go along. I won't answer them one for one, but I will come back and I will answer them. And thanks for being here. This is exciting. I love this. Right, let's get started. So as always, welcome to Beyond Loss, Loving Life with Karen Chaston. It really is about you making a life that is more meaningful, memorable, and magical. And isn't that exactly what we want? Let's face it, when we all leave this beautiful earth, and we will sometime or other, hopefully way down the track, we will, it's about leaving this life with no regrets. And that's what I love to do, is I love to assist people to be able to find the bliss in whatever has happened in their life, to find the gift, and to be able to move forward. Okay, right. So let's get started. So life is a journey that takes us from love to loss, and hopefully back for love. But a lot of the times we get stuck in the loss and we don't know how to get back to love. And that's what I love to assist people to do, is to assist them to get back to the love. And then when loss comes to visit again, and it will, we're going to shorten its stay, because you now will have the tools to be able to get back to love and stay in love for a lot longer. Because your loss events are all about assisting you to learn a lesson and to be able to become the person that you came here to be. And I know it's not easy. Like, believe me, I've had many, many, many loss events in my life, as we all have, because there are over 40 different loss events that can affect all of our lives. And when you look at this list, have a look. I'm going to put it onto full screen. No, I'm not. I've got to go back. Let me go back, because it's really important that we, let me just go back to previous. Thank you. I want to put this onto full screen so that you can actually see it. So have a look at your, this list, and then just take a little while to add up exactly where you feel, oh my God, I've had this, I've had all of these different things. And there's so many of them that have really come up in the last 18 months, since we've all been in this pandemic, worldwide pandemic. Loss of freedom, loss of status, loss of identity, changing work conditions, changing recreational activities. All those sort of things have really come to the forefront. And most of us haven't even dealt with our other major ones, things like a death of a loved one, a divorce, your job loss, your health, your wealth, your pets. And that's why we all may feel a little bit in overwhelm at this stage. And there's no need for that. And the reason that, I do what I do is to assist people so that they don't have to go into the overwhelm and, be on their knees and not knowing how the hell they're going to get up off their knees and move forward with their lives. And it's really important that we understand that it is about us moving forward. We're not going to go back, but there's no way we can go back to pre whatever this loss event was in our life, because most of the time it is designed to assist us to move forward, to really bounce forward into the life that we may have been avoiding leading, or maybe the fact that we didn't think we had the courage or the know-how in creating that life. And that's what I love about what I do. It really does assist you to be able to know how to bounce forward. So, are you aware of your David R. Hawkins' map of consciousness? It's really important for us to all be aware of that, because as you can see by this beautiful display, when you're sort of below neutrality, that's neutral, so it'd be at neutrality, which is a 250 vibration. We below all of that, we are in survival and we're in suffering. And most of us live our lives below neutrality and we don't even understand it. We're stressed, we're in fear, we're in desire, we're in grief, and we're not in right. So as you can see, the lower down that you are, the less that you're vibrating. And the less that we're all energetic beings. So the lower that you vibrate, the more that you tap into the mass consciousness of our world. And this is why, right? And it's not a political discussion in any way, but this is why so many people have bought into the fear that is surrounding our planet at the moment. Okay. Now, fear and love can never exist in the same realm. So let's have a look at the difference. If we just look at fear and we look at love, so fear vibrates at 100 and love vibrates at 500, right? So when you're vibrating at 500, and there will be times when you are in love and vibrating at that, but this is about you consciously being aware of where you're at and then lifting your vibration through different tools. And I'm going to be sharing one with you today, which is really exciting. And each week for my 30-minute thing, we're going to be sharing different ways for you to be able to lift your vibration. Because the more that you lift your vibration, the more that you will live your life in love and joy and fulfillment. And isn't that what you want? And at peace, like, isn't that what we want? And so just give me peace to be able to live the life that I desire. And desire is low, but when you actually know exactly that your desires are not coming, right? So you got to understand where your desires are coming from. So when your desires are to create a better world, to understand, and it's not about I want more things or this or that, all that sort of stuff just for the sake of having more things, which is from an ego perspective. It's more from a love perspective. So that's what we're tapping into today. So take a photo of that if you want to, so that you can start to understand and start to really connect into your vibration. And when you are in this lower stress and anger and, pride and grief and all those sort of things, you can lift your vibration. And the more that you lift your vibration, the easier it becomes. I'm going to say it again. The more you consciously lift your vibration, the easier life becomes. Everything in your life, your relationships will improve. Your relationship with yourself will go off the rails. And that's what we want. And one of the ways that you can easily lift your vibration is to get into gratitude. Okay. Now, how amazing is that? Gratitude. You can lift your vibration so easily when you get into vibration. So let's have a look at what Sarah Van Breshnak actually says about gratitude, because this is so beautiful. Both abundance and lack exist simultaneously in our lives as parallel realities. It's always our conscious choice which secret garden we will tend, right? Conscious choice, right? This is where it's so beautiful and important. When we choose not to focus on what is missing from our lives, but are grateful for the abundance that is present. Love, health, family, friends, work, the joys of nature, and personal pursuits that bring us pleasure. Then the wasteland of illusion falls away and we experience heaven on earth. Now, isn't that amazing? I just think this says it all as to why we would ever want to start a gratitude practice. Okay, so let's deep dive into this because it's really, really amazing. When we choose not to focus on what is missing from our lives, but are grateful for the abundance that is present. Love, health, friends, work, the joys of nature, and personal pursuits that bring us pleasure. So let's look into that. Most of them, all of them, actually cost nothing, right? We can do all of those things, okay, without us costing any money. So often we hear, oh, I don't have the money to do this or do that or do that. And that's what making us depressed. But when we start to look at the things, the abundance that is present in our life, everything comes to more joy and to more love. And isn't that just the most amazing thing? Right? So gratitude in your life will lift your vibration. It will bring you into out of all of the lower things that we were looking at. It'll bring you out of stress. It'll bring you out of fear. It will start to help you to begin to see how much abundance you have in your life. I don't know about you, but I find this so amazing because it's so easy to do. Now, most of you, if you've been on my calls before or my show before, you will know that just over 10 years ago, my beautiful son Dan passed away at my back door, literally passed away at my back door. And of course, that wasn't great, but at the time, I just went straight back to work. I was a CFO of a publicly listed company then, and I just worked more, ate more, drank more, because that's how I went. That's how I coped with loss, because that's what everyone tells you to do, isn't it? Just give it time. Just keep busy. Everything will be all right. Well, I'm here to tell you that is not the case. And then what happened is 15 months after Dan passed, because I didn't do what I was meant to do, as in get onto the path that I'm on now, of course, another loss event came into my life. And that came in the form of me having to choose whether to take redundancy or go with the new company that was being merged with my company. Not a CFO, but doing everything you're doing now, plus more, Karen, for 2/3 of my current salary. So I had enough sense to actually know that that was not going to work for me. That was going to eat me from the inside out and probably would have caused more stress and more health issues, the whole lot of it. And that's when I actually took the courage to start for myself. And then within a couple of months, I started my gratitude practice. And I'm here to tell you that my gratitude practice was what really catapulted me into seeing all the good in my life. I wasn't angry for very long when redundancy came my way. I wasn't angry. I knew that my life was taking a new direction, and that when I really was honest, my life wasn't all that fulfilling. I was, not healthy. I wasn't looking after myself. I wasn't loving myself. And that's why my gratitude practice really, really highlighted to me how that you really can, you already have so much abundance in your life that so often we just look at the bank account and we think that's the abundance, and it's not. There are so many other things in your life that bring you more joy and more fulfillment and everything that you really truly desire. Sure, we require money in order to feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, and house ourselves. I'm not putting any of that down, but I'm just assisting you to understand that you already have an abundant life. And it really is about you actually going abundance and lack. Which am I actually living in? Where am I going to focus, and which parallel reality do I actually want to focus on? Do I want to focus on lack, or do I want to focus on abundance? And abundance is obviously the way that you can move forward. So I'm going to ask you, and I'd love for you to type into the chat, do you have a gratitude practice? Are you actually taking the time to, it doesn't take long, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, to sit down and write things that you are grateful for, right? That's as simple as it is. It doesn't have to expand. Obviously, the more that you actually feel into it and deep dive into every single cell of your body, the more that you will start to realize how abundant your life truly is. And it's not about you just writing the same things every day each and exactly what you wrote yesterday, and that's I've done my gratitude practice, that's a tick, right? So what I really, really would love for you to actually know is, as I kept writing, this was way back in 2013, 2013, I started to really love the practice, and it would take me 15, 20 minutes each morning, and it was something that I did within moments of getting up, because let's face it, we're awoken to another day. Isn't that in itself something to be grateful for? We all have a birth certificate that doesn't have an expiry date on it, and it's really important for us to actually know that the date has been set. We just don't know what date it is. So when you start, living and loving each day as it, may be your last, it's really important that you actually wake up and you actually have gratitude. I have another day. I have another day to be able to live in this beautiful realm and to actually, make a difference, and really, really know that when I do move on to my next adventure into another realm, I'm not going to have any regrets, and that's what life's about. So I highly recommend that you do start a gratitude practice. And the beautiful thing about it is as I was writing in each day, I started to go, do you know what? I love my gratitude practice, and they're beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, they're just plain pieces of paper. So what I did was I created my Elements Collection gratitude journals, the 4 of them, which is, as you can see, they are water, air, fire, and earth. Now, I've said them in the way that I created them, not the way that they're listed here. And I came up with this beautiful little long sentence to describe exactly what the Elements Collection gratitude journals are all about. So your Elements Collection gratitude journey will allow your perceived problems, really important, to flow like water, turning the air you breathe into a conscious, loving breath, reigniting the fire within, creating your purposeful life on this earth. Now, how cool is that? Right? So that's what I really loved more than anything else, is these beautiful journals. Now, I've got the earth one here just to show you that they are more than that, right? And they are hardcover books. And what I did was, this is how I made them beautiful on the inside, because so over this side, you can see, I'll put it up really close so you can see. So there's a chakra color here then there's a unique photo, and then there's a gratitude saying down here. And then on the right-hand side of the page is where you write your daily gratitudes. Now, the day number is a chakra color, so that you can tap into that chakra color. So over a week, you would have tapped into your 7 chakras that are in your body. There's a whole lot of other chakras, but they're the main 7 chakras that you will do. And I've got all explanations in the front so you understand what is. So the practice that I highly recommend, which I share with you in the beginning, is to tap in and to read what the chakra is. Feel it in your body. It clearly shows you where it is and tells you where it is in your body. Then you tap into that. Then from there, you can actually start to be ready then to have a look at the unique photo. Now, I took all of the photos, and there's 99 days in here. So I took all of the photos except the fire photos book, because I sort of figured if I was taking 99 fire photos, they might think I'm a bit of an arsonist, and we can't have that now, can we? So all of the others have been personally taken by my trusty little iPhone, and they're a beautiful saying. So that's the gratitude practice. Now, I've only got 4 more minutes because I'm only doing 30-minute shows now. So what I would like to say is, most of you who have been on here, what I highly recommend my Revitalize Your Life program. So for everyone who has written down, I'm lost, I wonder if you can help me. I have sold my house and I need to know what is going on in the next chapter. Okay, so Kaylee, you've probably figured out by now I don't do that. Tiasha, is there something in the air? Loss definitely is a subject in my life. I'm codependent and need to leave this relationship. Right, Tiasha, Revitalize Your Life is the most amazing program for you. And the reason why it's so amazing is because in 45 days, 6 weeks, you can actually revitalize your life, and it will bring you the clarity and the joy and the fulfillment so you can just do this. So this is the program that I highly recommend, right? And because I know how lost we all are, I have made it $1 a day. That is $1 a day. So for $45 Australian in total, you'll be able to each day receive a new activity for you to do, so that you, within 6 weeks, within 45 days, you can literally come back to you. You can come back to the love, the joy, the fulfillment, so that you actually know what steps to take in your life. And I caught you live. Hi, Maria. Great to see you here. And because I've been talking about gratitude today, what I have decided to do, and I'm posting the link right now into the comments, what I've decided to do is, for every person who signs up today to Revitalize Your Life, you will receive a gratitude journal. All you'll have to do is email me, or I'll email you after you sign up. And you will receive this in the mail to you. Now, these normally retail for $36 each, and with postage, it comes into about $48. So that is a free $48 gift when you spend $45 on the Revitalize Your program. So not only will you have the program, which will bring so much joy and clarity and love and fulfillment to your life, you'll also have this amazing gratitude journal, which has 99 days of spaces, beautiful spaces for you to write your gratitude each day. So that's it. I am just about out of time. Is there any more questions before I go? I will be back here again on Thursday, same time, which is noon Sydney time, is the easiest way to say it. And each week we'll be looking at different ways that you can actually lift your vibration, because that's what it's all about. So the more that you lift your vibration, the more that you will be able to come back into love and for enjoyment and abundance into your life. So if there's no more questions, remember, click on the link and start your Revitalize Your Life 45-day program, and you will receive, how amazing is this beautiful gratitude journal. Doesn't have to be earth. It can be air or water or fire. You can go back to whatever your star sign comes back to. What element is your star sign connected to? And obviously with 12 star signs, 4, there's 4, so 3 of them relate to one of these. So that's it for today. I'll see you here again on Thursday. Thanks for being here, and thanks for listening. Any questions, type them in the comments and I'll come back later and have a look. Bye. And remember to make your week meaningful, magical, and memorable.